What's up guys? Today we're diving into an awesome mod for the original Game Boy Advance. We're going to replace the old screen with a brand new IPS backlit screen, which also comes with a fresh front bezel cover. Plus we've got this pre-cut custom shell with new buttons and indicator lights. We'll be gutting the original GBA, transferring the PCB into the new shell, installing the screen, and testing the results. Let's get started by disassembling this pink GBA. First, let's carefully take apart the GBA. Make sure to keep all the screws as we'll need them later. The original shell, buttons, screen, and the ribbon cable won't be needed anymore, so let's set those aside. Now that it's disassembled, it's time to give the PCB a thorough cleaning. Here's what the PCB looks like. You can see the contacts, the port, the speaker on the front side. On the back, we're also cleaning the cartridge slot. Use isopropyl alcohol to carefully clean the contacts and all the nooks and crannies. Then let it dry completely. I picked up this pre-cut shell, which is designed to fit the screen perfectly. It even comes with alignment brackets to save time during installation. This box contains the new screen and the front cover. Here's the new screen compared to the old one. We'll also be replacing the foam for better cushioning and heat dissipation. This ribbon cable is where the magic happens. These soldering points will allow the buttons to control the screen brightness. This is the only soldering required for the mod. The extra pin connection ensures the IPS screen delivers better image quality. Here are the wires we'll solder to the ribbon. And these brackets will help align the screen. Now let's assemble the new shell and install the new screen. This is the trickiest part of the mod in my opinion, because the screen has to align perfectly with the shell so the case closes seamlessly without obstructing any part of the display. Since the IPS screen is slightly larger than the original, we'll rely on the provided brackets for precise placement. Next, we'll prime all three wires and the soldering points on the ribbon with resin flux, and then apply a little bit of solder. Here is what it looks like when it's primed. Now, let's solder the wires to those points. From left to right, these wires will be connecting to the select, L, and R buttons, respectively. Right here, I'm soldering the wire to the select button first. on the front of the PCB. And then it is time to fold the ribbon and secure it to the screen with heat-resistant tape to prevent melting or shorting. We'll also add the new foam for cushioning and heat dissipation. Now, let's place all the buttons and indicator lights into the front shell and reattach the PCB. Secure it with a few screws, connect the ribbon, and solder the remaining wires to their designated buttons on the back side of the PCB. Tuck any extra wire slack around the capacitors to keep things neat. Put the remaining screws back in, make sure not to pinch any wires. Once everything's in place, install the L and the R buttons, attach the sidebars, and close up the case. Finally, we'll put on the front cover and add the sticker to the back of the case to give it that authentic look. Pop in the batteries and it's time to test. The modding was a big success. Now the IPS screen looks incredible. Vibrant colors, sharper images, better viewing angles, and faster response times. Plus, the GBA can now light up in the dark like a modern handheld. The brightness is also adjustable with 5 levels, controlled by holding down the select button and pressing the shoulder buttons. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this mod, but there are still a couple of downsides. First, there's a bit of light bleeding on the top left corner, though that might be due to the transparent shell. Second, the battery drains faster because of the new screen, which is expected. I might do a battery mod in the future to address that. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.